Should be live. At least that's the plan. We're back doing some Dungeons and Dragons planning. Now, I've been putting this off a little bit. We just finished up my last campaign a few weeks ago. It was a fairly high fantasy campaign. A lot of high end magical items. We ended up fighting genies and stuff, and they ended up controlling genies and stuff in the last game. But I have been on break for at least a couple weeks. We'll probably be on break for another month or so while I put together this game, which I plan on running next. This one will be a more typical one based off of the Anvil, which I've run a few times before. Uh, the Anvil being a mercenary company that has existed for thousands of years and has been in either decline or have been doing good or bad throughout the millennia. Very similar to the Chain and inspired by the Chain by Matt Colville. So the Anvil is something I've run a few times before, so there's a bit of lore behind it, and I wanted to have a fairly simple setting where the Anvil had sent out mostly our D&D party to start essentially a new branch in a new territory far away, which is pretty typical D&D setting for the most part. But I want to give them sort of a essentially some of the resources of the Anvil that I've used in the past, such as having some sort of access to being able to buy whatever magic item they want of sorts. But it's going to be something they're going to work towards as I slowly build the branch in this new place. And today, I'm actually just starting and going to start building that. So first off, what I like to do is get the entire map set up. So we're actually just going to do this straight from scratch. I've got Asgar's fantasy map generator. It runs a little laggy because it takes a lot of info and stats and stuff when it creates stuff. But we're going to get this all set up. Let's see. I think I want a height map. Ooh, maybe not a height map. Well, I do kind of want a height map. So I want the grid. No. Biomes. No. Rivers. Yes. Relief. Ooh. I probably don't want. Well, I probably do want that. Let's see. We want states and cultures. Maybe we might not want states or cultures. I do want some sort of color here. Regions. What is that? Windrows. I don't. I can barely click on that, and I can't even tell what it does. Been a while since I've made one of these because, for the most part, I only make one of these every year or so, maybe two a year or something. Because coordinates, no. Yeah, I don't think I want states yet. Biomes, no, that's too much color. I kind of like the idea of height map. This is typically what I sort of go for. But we're not sticking with this map, of course. I'm just trying to get the settings for what I want the map to look like first. And we're going to leave states on, at least for a little bit, while we sort of get this started. So we've got option for generating new maps. Let's see, I want one culture, because I don't want to... Because we're mostly going to be operating in one small area. I haven't decided yet. This is either going to be a level 1 or a level 3 start campaign. And let's see, states, province, size, variety. Yeah, generate a random map. It's also going to be a little bit of me learning how to set this up again. See, layers, we were already there. That, okay. And let's see, what do I want? I want a mostly flat land, so I don't want shattered. We want low islands? No, I want this to be probably a mostly contiguous piece of land with some ocean on some side and some mountains. Because I kind of have an idea of what it is. Two continents. I think two continents is probably the. Yes, we do want to generate that. Will take a little bit, but I want kind of two continents because that'll help me. Ooh, that might look good over here. The trees and stuff I don't like. There's no mountains on that continent. There's also. I think we do have to remove states for now so I can get a good idea. Okay, so we want some more mountains. Let's see, growth rate, towns, number, because it does actually generate towns, or it should at least. It doesn't because I don't have them turned on, I don't think. Providences? No. Routes? Okay, these are supposed to be roads between the towns. Population? No, that's something. Let's see, military icons. Is that what I'm looking for to get the? Yes. Okay, good. So these are supposed to be the cities and stuff, and the routes between. Wow, there's a. They are very very tiny. Can I change the size of the icons? I am not sure that I can. They're very small. I might have to add them in later. Post after getting a small little map set up that fits our purposes. And I'm kind of liking this northern area here. These don't seem like these aren't mountains here. I might generate again. Yeah, just generate a new map. See if we can generate some mountains. That's too many mountains, and that ooh, this might be okay. I'm seeing big mountains over here. It doesn't take too long to generate a new map, so I'd rather just generate a new one than find the perfect sort of setting. Oh, that was pretty nice down there. Ooh, this could be really good over here. Um, the rivers are a little too big. Let's see. Oh, so I can regenerate things. Okay, so let's regenerate rivers. Is that how it works? Can I regenerate things? Maybe not. I can mess with them though, but I want them a bit thinner. Ideally, I don't know if I can do that in this map thing because I've used a few different mapping programs in the past. I would prefer a lot of towns. Man, this is so small. Does it get any bigger? No, like I can move it around, but I can't make it any bigger by grabbing and moving this stuff. Interface size, is that helps out a little bit. Okay, I don't need it that big, but let's do that. I don't know why there's a speaker or anything either. Oh, this is the generation stuff. Okay. Let's do English. I like the idea of English. I think that will help with town names, maybe. Okay, not much, if any, mountains here at all. Let's actually get this. Oh, does anyone live here? Maybe because I have cultures too low. Let's see. I am probably missing a layer to military. Nope. Scale bar. Nope. Markers. Nope. Labels. Ah, there we go. Okay. Labels are nice. I don't think we're going to use them. They're these big things. They don't actually put town names on, do they? I don't even see a single town icon. They just over here. Okay, so we kind of need labels on because that will give us town names, which we can edit. I think I will edit that eventually. Ooh, emblems look nice. That is super cool. Precipitation says we can see different stats and things. And borders. I don't think we need borders on because I'm only. This is not like a big. Even though the Anvil is a mercenary company, this is not like a big, typical, state fighting, other countries and stuff sort of campaign. This could be a more typical adventuring D&D game. Let's get us another map. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. We almost got some nice mountains in the right spot. But this looks pretty damn good right here. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to save this map. Save to browser. Just in case something goes wrong. And we're going to start working on this. So let's see. Tools. I want to configure this label. We're going to remove these big name labels. Yes, delete it like that. Delete it like that. Okay, and then this here is going to be our main city. So the name of the city I've already come up with is going to be Bronmore. That'll be the largest city in the region. Bronmore type naval. We don't have to really mess with the rest of the stuff. I just need the name correct. We'll be getting to the city later. And I want to generate a, let's see, how are these other names of these towns? I like that there's a lot of towns. This is I think, a good spread. Sultry. Let's see, can I move this? I can move. I can easily move them around because sometimes they're in like weird spots and it will make it hard to read. I would like to clean up all of them, but that's probably an undertaking that is not worth my time. We'll just get some of the real bad ones that have just immediate trees and stuff. All right, come on. It's got a tree. That's got a tree. Ooh, coastline. Yeah, you can edit a lot of stuff. So yeah, most of these towns are okay for the most part. Just want to clean up some of them so I don't spend too much time. Oops, we gotta. Oops. It's a little wonky, even with a nice PC like mine. It's a little janky moving around in this complicated, data-heavy program. English sounding names are going to be much easier for me to pronounce, even though something like something like Hitchin, super straightforward, easy to pronounce. I have difficulty sometimes saying a lot of these fantasy high end names. So Hellscombe, very easy, or Marshallton, and they all fit very well with Bronmore, which will be the major city. And how are we looking? Are there any others that I'm going to need to move just to clean up a little bit? Porknium. That one's not too bad, actually. Sidley. That's not too bad of a name. I don't think we're going to be going to these ones down here, but I'm going to clean them up anyway. Just a little bit. Modbury we might go to, because this is the second big town in the region. It's nice to have two, but they're mostly going to be operating out of Bronmore. I do want to get the mountain line in the sort of map generation, or the map picture that I'm going to be using, and put it into Fantasy Grounds for us to use. I want to make sure I get all of the land north and south, and I can edit this down a little bit more if I really need to. So let's see. If I want to export this, I want a PNG, and I probably want maximum scale. Do I have that right? Is slow and may cause a browser crash. Okay, well let's. I think what it's doing is it's lagging together because I tried to make it way too big. Oh, page is unresponsive. Yeah, it's definitely lagged up a bit. Just do 5. Okay, let's see. How much ooh, that's blurry as hell. Yeah, we definitely need to do that again. I think I clicked PNG up here. before I pick the scale. I think 5 is probably a bad scale to generate it on. Because instead of having 4 times the pick, because each pixel can be rendered better. This is probably going to take a lot longer. But I might need to go all the way to 8. That one loaded pretty fast. All right, but it does look a lot clearer, not as clear as it could be. Let's just max it out and see how that looks. And this is going to be the map that we're going to be using probably for the entire campaign. I don't expect to go any further, even though there is some extra territory, obviously, in the whole world. But I don't need much more. I think the probably close to 50, 60, 70 towns that's going to be here, the mountains and stuff. And be very more than enough real estate for all that I'm going to want to do. Mm, that's not quite great yet. Let's see. Is there something else? I feel like there's something else that I can do to generate a better, more detailed image. Canvas size, I don't know if that helps at all. Let's see. Maybe a JPEG will look a bit cleaner. I might just need to zoom in and do maybe 2 sections of it or something, or maybe just one. We'll see. We'll see what a JPEG looks like. I really would rather use a PNG. I might have to use PNG for Fantasy Grounds. I don't think this is going to be any better. Yep, just wait. Don't worry. Okay, how do we look? Still a little blurry. I could deal with blurry. Bronmore looks clean. Oh. You know what? I don't think that was blurry, that first one. I just think it didn't load in the thing properly last time. Let me load up that last one. So it looks blurry now. Let's see. Yeah, see, I think it's loading. I think this is a high res image, and it's still kind of like loading the image in because I can't drag and move around or anything yet. Might be overly, yeah, over generated. Let's actually just do a whole brand new PNG, just 4 times. And see if we can get a nice clean PNG from there. Let's zoom in. I still can't move around. It's probably still loading, right? It looks blurry right now. Yeah, it's probably pretty hard to see on the video, but there it goes. There it cleans up. Yeah. And if we zoom in, oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful detail. No blurriness at all. That's perfect. All right, I'm gonna minimize that in case I still need it up, and then we're gonna start by opening, yep, uncategorized, which is going to be, what are we gonna name this map? What do I want to name it? Let's see. I'm not sure what I want to name it. Let me open the folder and I'm going to move it in first. See, I'm going to copy that over. Nope, and then we're going to open the folder here. I'm going to paste it in. So yeah, this is it. Again, once it loads in, it's going to be nice and clear and clean. But otherwise, I'm not sure what I want to call it yet. So let's go to my trusty name generator. So this is where I got the name of the town. I just essentially generated names until I found one that was really cool. Place and locations. I would like Not a planet name. Continent name? Where's continent, maybe? And I'm just essentially looking for something that stands out to me. These are particularly a high fantasy. We'll find one eventually, though. Duquesne? No, that's crazy. Cretax? It's kind of cool. That's more of a city name, I'd say, than a continent. Costland? Oh, I keep clicking these and it saves them. That's weird. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I think Costland. We're gonna put that off to the side. I'm going to rename Costland. And now this should be available right there. Perfect. We're going to see how well Fantasy Grounds loads it. It's incredibly large. Let's bring that down for when we actually do give it to our players. Put it in the background. That looks mighty beautiful. Oh yeah, you can zoom in plenty. There's still plenty of image fidelity. That's what I like to see. So we've got Costland. Let's see. I'm actually going to rename it. Can I rename that? I think I need to rename it like this. Costland for land map. That way the players know which one it is. Actually, I want that to be first. So not only I do that, but I'm going to add a space in front. So that will generally, with Fantasy Grounds in alphabetical sorting, that should put it separate from every other map that's uncategorized in here, which is going to be nice. And I'm going to leave that up behind, at least for a little bit, because we're going to actually move to Bronmore now and actually build a view of the town. Let's see, we're going to pull this tab up again. I'm gonna leave it up, and I'm gonna open Medieval Fantasy City Generator, which is one I like a lot. And you can see this is a beautiful looking sort of town setup, but we've got some things to edit here. So let's see. Generate. Oops. I want it to be large for sure. And this is going to be the largest town. And what are we going to do? I do not want Rand. I want Inner Castle. Do I want a shanty town? What does that look like? Let me build another large one. Ooh. That looks really nice. I wish I could more accurately like put. Actually, I kind of want a medium one. Where's the shanty town is outside of the walls. There is a river. What about greens? What does greens look like? What is greens at? Ooh, that's huge. I'm not sure I want something quite that big. Ooh, that's pretty good. I don't really want the river going through town. If we go back to the map, it does look like there's two rivers near Bronmore. I think having them on one of the rivers is not the biggest stretch. I don't think we want any green though. Let's try mediums again. Mediums are just going to be helpful, probably more so for me than anything else. I think I do want large. I can't bring this up the thing, and I can't zoom in too well either on this. Let's see, there is a road to the east and to the south. That I can actually edit manually once I find a nice generated town that's close. I want the water on the north side is essentially what I'm going for. If I don't apply elevation. It kind of looks wonky if I don't apply elevation. Man, it is so hard to get the just a random generated. Oop, that one didn't generate very well at all. Okay, so there is the town. I'm kind of liking this one. We got farms on the side. Okay, let's what if I hit rebuild? Will that rebuild the same place? What else do I have? New city warp. So I can grab and warp things. I can move this down like that. I can move it out. So yeah, if I need to, I can make this the water much, much bigger out this way. As I need to. So I know it looks kind of wonky, but let's see. We want to actually pull this probably over here. All this maybe here, here. Oh, scroll wheel actually makes this bigger or smaller. That's cool. Because we're kind of grabbing groups of points. And that's wonky as hell. I just grab this one and get it back inside. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, that I can kind of work with. Got some wonky straight lines because I've messed with this a little too much. That smooths things out a little bit. Um, Actually, I don't want to move that point. I want to move this point a little bit. I want a smaller. There we go. So I can grab more individual points. That doesn't look all that bad. Okay, and then I think I want to. Oh, nice. It's got a lot of options for me. Apply. Ah, okay, nice. Okay, so we still want to warp some more stuff. Bloat. I don't know what that means. It doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Okay, great. Liquefy. Does that mean I can turn spots in the water or something? I don't think so. Some of this stuff, I don't want to warp anything. I want to settlement. Rename this to, I already forgot the name. I don't know how to spell. Bronmore. Okay. Then I can just click on things to change them. Summergate. Excuse me. Let's see. Summergate. Ooh, that's Summer Ward down here. The river. I'm going to change the Summer Ward here. This is probably going to be Brick Ward. Because this is, again, these are kind of like the slums sort of area outside many of these spots. What other options do I have? Style. Thin lines? Ooh, thin lines looks kind of nice. Yeah, I think we're going to use thin lines. Hatching. No, I don't like that. Tint districts? No. I don't need a scale bar nor compass. Emblem. Nope. Title. Let's remove that for now because the settlement is. Did I not save that? Yeah, we'll just leave the title off. I'll name it properly. Font size. What if I make it large? Does that mess things up? Yeah, it kind of does. Medium seems to fit better. There's a legend. No outline for buildings? No, we want a line. Are they raised? So they're kind of 3D if they're raised. No triangles. I don't care about triangles. Improved lots. Yeah, I think we want improved lots. That looks better. Water ISO lines. Yes, I want that. Simplified water? No, I don't want blocky water. And I can change the color scheme if I really wanted to, but I think this is pretty good for the most part. This is the summer gate. I can't move some of this stuff. I can't move these names, as far as I know. Let's see. Crap, I keep forgetting the name. Bronmore Castle. Oh, that's tiny now. Place. Discard. I don't want those. I don't want those changes specifically. Uh, is this how I warp gates? No, this is still the regular warp. Farm, South Road, Old District. Yeah. Yeah, even zooming in like that is kind of wonky. Stone Park, Brick Ward. That doesn't show it very well. Actually, yeah. Do I? Style. Right? Color. Color scheme. I want to change the color of the labels. Can I do that? Roof. Okay, yeah, that's terrible. Green Road, dark. Okay, so that changes the names of them all, but that's not what I want at all. That looks terrible. Back to black. I mean, even with my like big monitor and stuff, like looking in, like it's hard for me to tell and read some of these names. The chapels. We're gonna name because there's not gonna be a lot of religion in this town for more plot point focused reasons. So there's not gonna be a whole lot of churches. So name some of the chapels. Doesn't seem to fit for this town. We might get into that a little bit later. But let's rename it to something like. I was gonna say like rooks or something. Name it after some bird. Birds aren't that cool. That cool. Not all of them. Because there's already the old district right next to it. So I might just completely remove that one. Completely blank. Just say that's the older, so this is the char port. There's no clear divides. There's the night port, summer gate over here. I can make that so much bigger. There's another label, I suppose. The southward is super wonky because the name is just for the road down here. Uh, I don't know. This is as good as I need. So let's go to export as PNG. The name is important to change. Edit and create. For one, I want to make this a good bit smaller so we don't get all that empty north and south real estate. You actually just bring it in entirely as much as we can. So there's water to the north. Not a lot of free open stuff. So that's pretty much all we need. I'm gonna overwrite the whole thing. Perfect. Close that out. I'm gonna open it up inside in my downloads. The name is not Thout, it is Bronmore. We're gonna copy and take it right into here for images. Open the folder and paste it right in. So now we've got Bronmore, which we're going to do a couple of things here, in fact. For one, this does look really nice, but I can directly link, if I just drag a little thing, Bronmore, bam, it's got a pin right there, make the link shareable, and then the players can just straight up click on it and pull open the map at any time, which is wonderful. As long as they can get the main map up, of course. It's gonna be nice. I don't know if I'm gonna do that with every spot. Every map that I make, I might put it where it is on the map in some way or another. It could be really nice to have like a picture for where their like home is and stuff. If I have a picture, I can put it like right where it's at, so they don't forget and name it and everything. It'd be super nice. But this is pretty decent looking for what we were trying to accomplish so far. This went really well. And what I want to do next, what do I want to do next? We've got the town, we've got these cities. Let's start working on NPCs. Now, I don't want to bring up this NPC specifically. We're going to start making a note here for some of the big NPCs in Bronmore. NPCs. No NPCs. Okay, this I don't think we'll make it public. Oh, this one might be public. It'll help me. It'll make me keep track of it more accurately than in my own mind and notes and stuff. So Bronmore, of course, has the ruling family known as the Bronmores. Let's add a little dash. Bronmore ruling family. I can't hit tab. That's disappointing. How do we want to? And then we'll do this. Okay. And what do we want to name Mr. Bronmore himself? Let's go to our fantasy name generator. and try and pick out some names. Let's see. Edek Bronmore, who is let's see, this guy king? He's gonna be the main ruler over the main territory. But do I wanna is he strictly a king himself? It is a castle. Castles have kings. Um so it's definitely not out of place. King of what's the name of the I can't even remember the name of the thing here. Of Costland. King of Costland. And his wife Anne. Let's see. Angela and Delabron Moore. There we go. Uh, Queen of Costland. All right, and they're gonna have. I don't know how many sons they're gonna have. It's probably until I lose, or I can't think of cool new names. Let's see. What kind of names we want to pull from? I got so many weird. Let's see. Slave names, servant names. Yeah, Manicore names, goblin names, detective names. What does that even look like? Hank Foreman. Okay. Yeah, we're not using those. Wizard names. Oh, that'll work perfect. Nilo Bronmore. Gotta remember there's an E at the end. Son to Edek. Aelin Bronmore. First, how do you spell that? H-T-E-R. Beaughther. To Edek. Kalon Bronmore. Second son. Do I want to capitalize son? I don't think so. Or daughter, for that matter. Ooh, Edek. And then let's see. Get some more names. Lastly, Abel. Abel Bronmore. Third son to Edek. So we're sort of following the typical family trope of royal family trope of four sons, or not four sons, four siblings, only one's a daughter, and three sons who are all gonna probably fight for the crown at some point. But let's not worry about that quite yet. that'll be something for maybe later. Maybe that'll be a side plot. But the party's gonna mostly be dealing with some more. They're more focused with increasing their reputation through regular means, and not getting super famous yet with the royalty. So let's see. Let's talk about. Let's make some contacts that specifically that the party will know immediately starting off. They're going to get set up in this place, and these are going to be people that they're going to want to have access to. People that typically you're going to run into. So number one, of course, is going to be general store owner. General store. And do I want multiple NPCs here? I think I kind of do. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's finish this first. Yes, before I go to the what I should actually set up first. General store. Let me go find some new names, real names. Get some Irish names. Why not? Oscar. Is that how you spell Oscar? OSCAR? It is. Oscar Noland. Oscar Noland. Let's see. A general store. I keep missing that E at the end of store. Let's see. Does he have a wife? I think he does. Let's make him a family man. Let's get another name. Isla. We're just using the fantasy name generator thing to find us some cool stuff. I would put it like here if it wasn't for the fact that if I clicked here and was typing, it would just it would put it into the background. Let's see, Isla Nolan, general store owner. Since they're married, they both own it, of course. How many kids do they have? They have one kid, we'll say, and that is a daughter named Natalia. I did not spell Nolan right on that. I just noticed. And Isla, Isla's daughter. All right, nice. I should probably add a little space in there. This is gonna be long. This is gonna be long. I kind of want to separate these. We'll put them all in one for now. We're gonna put them all together in this one thing, at least for me. So I can maybe can I control F? Can't control. Excuse me. I can't control F in Fantasy Grounds. Just make a bunch of these down. Okay. We want next. Okay, so they're gonna have sort of a handler, like in spy movies. They're gonna have someone who is overseeing them, who doesn't go on adventures with them, who's like an old coot, who's just sort of their manager. And what do we want to call them? Uh, Man, this is where my ineptitude in the English language really sucks. Cause it'd be really cool if I had like a nice uh simile for like sergeant or something. Let's see. The int. Uh, Sergeant Thesaurus is what I'm looking up. Synonyms for sergeant, captain, deputy, detective. Uh,
Sergeant.
Yeah, Sergeant. It's not really. Let's do Captain. Boss, Commander, Director, Executive Leader, Officer, Operator, Owner, Pilot, Skipper. Hmm. I want something more military. It's not kind of Chief, Commander, Director, Head, Manager. I'm literally just pulled up a website that's gonna. Yeah, this is the Thorst.com. That's giving me just synonyms. Let's see, Herald. Let's see, what does Herald mean? See definition of Herald. A royal or official messenger, especially when representing a monarch. A person that precedes comes before a foreigner. A person announces. Eh. I kind of want to go for director. Let's see if we get better synonyms from that. Big person is one of the not closely related synonyms. I think director is probably our best bet for this. Anvil director. Let's see, these are Anvil, not contacts, because they're going to live in the town with them, essentially. Let's see, this would be Anvil. Um, Man, I wish I could come up with this. This should be a word I know. I know. I don't want to say co-workers. What's the word? Hmm. Anvil. I'm I'm lost for words. I know what I want to mean. Something similar to co-workers. Oh, I'll just listen to Sothorus.com. Buddy, classmate, companion, comrade, playmate, roommate. No. Cohort still not there. Hmm. We're related to co-workers. Doesn't associate cohort. Comrade. I don't want to put comrade down, but almost feels closer to. Uh. Hmm. Anvil. I'm not. I know. I'm don't think I'm thinking about this from the wrong point of view. Uh. Anvil members. Members. Let's see. Affiliate. We'll just use that for now. I don't even think I spelled it wrong or right. Anvil affiliates. Okay. So we'll get back to names, I guess. What do I want to pull from? Let's get maybe a Dutch name. I like that. Cohen Van Dorn. That sounds cool. He is going to be I want to say party captain. He's the commanding officer. So he's not specifically going to be like an NPC is going to go around and fight stuff with them or make decisions. But he's the highest ranking person who's going to be in Bronmore with the party, and he's mostly going to stay in their, I guess, office in some ways. I'm thinking more of like handling this almost like a detective um, thing where they have an offices they work out of, take jobs and stuff. They're like private investigators, you know, not quite. They're really mercenaries, but they're not quite. Uh, I'm hoping to have a little bit more of a laid back, not just like, oh yeah, you're a bunch of ragamuffin warriors who just sit in a bar. Right? They're gonna have their own little barracks and stuff. And I think he's gonna be the main affiliate who's with them, the only one at least after once they make it here. There's probably gonna be some more hired in eventually, but for now, he's gonna be the only one with them at the start. They just set up office. Let's see. There's gonna be a smith. Smith. Let's get some more names. Khmer. Khmer's a good empire in. Ooh, I like that. Lorne Roth. Lorne Roth. Let's see. He is a blacksmith. Let's see. He's not. He's got to be. He's not gonna be the most skilled blacksmith. Um, but I don't want him to be like a novice either. He obviously knows his shit. He's been doing this for a few years. Let's keep it. I'd say. I guess local blacksmith. There's a lot of blacksmiths in town. Obviously, I'd say the town probably has 20 to 30,000 people living in it. I don't know if the numbers would quite add up with the houses and shit because a lot of these are going to be businesses, of course. Um, but let's see. Is he married to anyone? I don't know. Actually, I need little tab things here just for my own sanity, if anything. I don't think he's married. We'll leave it at that for now. We'll come up with some more NPCs later. Let's see. I'm starting to think of where I might want to put some of these, specifically where the anvil offices are going to be. I think I want to put them in the old district. They're not going to get prime real estate near the bridge, which is the only way across the river. But they're not going to get anywhere nice. The South Road section, near Nightport or the Summer Gate, which is the right side of the river is probably going to be the richer uh, area. Brick Ward, and Stone Park. Stone Park is probably like the slums, the dirtiest place in town. And Brick Ward is probably a little bit better off since it has closer access to the rivers and stuff. But the old district is going to be probably where they start, where they have their initial offices that they'll start out with. Hmm. Let's see. So what other names are going to be important? What other NPCs is the party going to want to have access to? We're going to want a potion seller. We're going to have an alchemist. What do we want to name our alchemist? Danish. Do Danish have cool names? Hmm. Elu. Elu looks kind of funny. I don't think we'll do that. No, we're doing Elu. Never mind. We're gonna do two O's. Elu. Like, is that a Kerbal Space Program moon or planet or something? I think Elu is. I think it's one of the farthest planets out there. Philipstein. Philipstin. I'm getting kind of lazy on giving them families and stuff too. Lowen, obviously, he's here on work, so he's not married to anyone. But Lorne could be married to someone. Elu, as the alchemist, I think he's married too, or maybe he has a girlfriend or something. I don't know, or she. I'm not even sure if Elu is a male or a female name. Let's make him female. Uh, let's see. Elu is dating. Let's pick some other cool, weird names. Elu is dating Osvaldo Fontana. Let's see. It's an N, not an M. Dating Elu. Okay. Help, sort of inspire dynamic and stuff for how I want to write things out. Make sure people have decent relationships with other people. And what else? What else does a party want access to? They definitely are going to want access to a magic items dealer at some point. Do they know who they are yet? Maybe not. I'll probably make them work for that. But let's. Oh man, it's Osvaldo is our magic items dealer. Uh, I don't want to say magic items dealer. I'm gonna say broker, and he'll just be a contact for now. What am I doing? I am putting together. I'm starting to put together my D&D campaign that I'm going to run next. I finished my last one a couple weeks ago, and we're getting to work on this one. Osvaldo Fontana, who is magic broker and dating Elu. Okay, so very straightforward, basic stuff to put together. For the most part, that doesn't look all too bad. What are their important people? Trying to think, trying to go through the lists of things. What other important people would a D&D party want access to? So there's going to be a police force, okay? So let's pick some names for the city guard and get some guys set up. Again, we don't have to do all the work on making their characters and stuff, but we're going to get some names and stuff just so I have some. Because the worst and most difficult thing for me is getting together names on the spot. Let's see, who's going to be the head of the guard? I'm going to pick some royalty names. These are really random. Let's pick something different. Let's pick Zulu names. Do they have really cool looking names? Those are going to be hard to pronounce. We're not going to do those. Let's do Celtic names. Those look Luri. Louri. Let's see. Szeznek. Szennec. I'm just using a name generator to try and just get me names and stuff. I can pick from different stuff. They've got a ton of cool different like things. I can pick fantasy names, or I can pick Japanese names, or like realistic names, or fantasy names. Like I can do killer names, kaiju names, fantasy race names. All sorts of cool stuff. Um, but Lori, supposed to be a Z, not an X. Lori Szeznek is Wade. What would the lead of the guard be? The Royal Guard is going to be completely separate. So let's see, Captain of the Guard. That's generic, but I think that's what we got to go with. The Captain of the Guard. Let's pick at least a few names. So let's make a lieutenant, I suppose, of the guard. Let's grab another Italian names. Why not? Do I do this whole thing myself with no help? I mean, kind of, yes. So the thing is, I put these two maps together. Hard to see back here, but I put these two maps together mostly just through some well-generated programs and stuff that did most of the work. All I did was change this name of this map, and for the rest of it, it automatically generated. Uh, Mostly the same for here. I did a bit more work on this map. Of course, I changed some of the names, moved some things around so it looked properly for where it falls in on the map here. But I mean, yeah, for the most part, it's all myself. It's not too bad. I've done this quite a few times. Let's see, but Italian names. Let's see. Let's see. Not getting anything. Stefano. Stefano sounds cool to me. Stefano Rula. How do I spell lieutenant? Leu. Two N's there. I don't know how to spell lieutenant. Google, come help me. Lieu. That is the worst spelled. There we go. Lieutenant of the Guard. Okay, and then let's pick a handful of just regular guards that we can kind of sprinkle around because I'm sure they're going to run into a handful of them. And do I want all Italian names? No. Let's go find some Polish names. Why not? As long as they're easy to pronounce. Roman Salazar. Okay. I think I hit. Let's see, Roman Salazar, who is a Bronmore guard. My typing is just getting worse and worse as this goes on. Let's pick another one. Let's pick three at least. We'll get three names for guards. Gabriel. Let's see. Last name. Laza. Why do I hit enter every single time? Jose. Ron Moore. Guard. And then Ewu. Which is a weird name. Ewu. Me. Oh. This is the longest name. Duskazewinski. E. Ewo Miodowinski. Okay, that's not too bad. I can get that down. And he is another Bronmore guard. And worst case scenario, if I need guards for other towns, we can pull from that list as well, I suppose. So we've got the immediate ruling family taken down: Edek the king, Andala the queen, and their three sons and a daughter. We got the general store owner Oscar Nolan, his wife Isla Nolan, and their daughter Natalia. So the main Anvil affiliate that they got, Lowen Van Dorn, who's going to be their commanding officer. Won't really be helping the party too much, except giving them more missions and stuff, which we're going to have to come up with. And see, blacksmith Lorne Roth, and alchemist Elu Philipstein, who is dating Osvaldo Fonada, who is also a magic items contact, as he's a broker. I missed the R there. He's a magic item broke. Just like the party is going to be on their first session. But Lori Sesnek is going to be a captain of the guard. They're going to probably talk to her quite a bit. That's quite a few names. Who else is the party going to immediately talk to? Aside from, of course, other NPC guys, I'm going to have to get them to talk to. They probably won't interact with anyone that I won't be able to come up with immediate information stuff, or while I'm kind of creating each little adventure or quest for them to go on. It won't be too difficult to come up with stuff when I'm making that. Let's see. So to help me get some more inspiration going forward, I'm going to put together probably the first little quest. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do for the first quest. I think I want it to be in town. Maybe not a full quest either. Maybe just an encounter. Probably my session 1 encounter. So I'm going to close the NPC list. I won't need that. I might bring it up if I make someone who might be lasting a while. But their first initial encounter in town, sort of what I like to do for my session 0, the first session we all get together and play. For the most part, we make our characters, but I like to have one little encounter that isn't going to kill them, obviously. And for any new players, for the most part, all the guys playing are generally experienced guys, depending on, of course, if I recruit anymore, which I probably need to do. But it'll help them sort of get used to playing the new character, give them a chance to dip their toes in. What do I want to do? So I have, let me pull this up real quick. I just reset my whole computer, so I still have all my maps and shit. So let's look at town maps. So I just think that's sort of an outside thing as I'm coming through. That's another town. That's a smaller town. None of these are all that useful. That could be nice. This I think I can use. I'm not sure exactly what I want them to do yet. That's this one here. Okay. It's going to be a small thug encounter, is what I think. They're not going to be full thugs, because thug NPCs typically are pretty strong. I'm going to copy this real quick. Exit out of there. We're going to go up to images. I'm not going to create a new item. I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to paste. I'm going to rename that Bronmore Streets. We're going to have a nice Bronmore Streets where they'll be able to fight in. Okay, and we're going to close all this other crap out and get to work here. Shouldn't be too hard to set this up. We just put the grid in. Nice and easy. That's not what I want. Like, too bad there's not an already pre-made grid. Let's put it 50 big. How big does that make most of these points? That's a 35-foot long house. That's not too bad, a 10 by 10. Your little statue there. There's a manhole cover. It's not too big. I needed to change a few settings, actually. I haven't done this yet. Just to fit things. Ring on Whisper, dice manual entry. multi auto center on. Show GM rules on. Show results current. Show result totals. I don't need the dice tower either. Add auto off. NPC numbering. Yep. Player ring bells. So when it goes to their turn order, show turn order on. Show effects. No, I want that off. Skip hidden actors off, of course. Stop round start. Yes, I want that on. Facing and show health as dot. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. And how do I choose my dice color? I figured I would do that. I figure that out later. That's not important here. But there's gonna be a little encounter. I don't know who or what kind of characters they're gonna have. We're gonna have at least 4 players, so it shouldn't be too hard at all to make a fairly simple encounter. I don't like using the in-game monster manual NPCs. What I like to do is use the 5e tools bestiary, which is going to help us sort by what we want. So we want humanoids, if this thing is going to load. I don't even know if 5e tools is going to work or not. It seems to want to load pretty damn slow. If at all. Let's see, do I have any options? Yeah, connection timed out. That's not good. 5e. Let's see. I actually know that Don John has one. So we'll try that one next. There we go. That one finally loaded. It might be slow because maybe someone's downloading something. DnD 5e monster list. Here we go. This is going to be a little bit tougher. I'm just sort by type. Or no, I can sort here. There we go. Humanoid, medium. Then we'll sort by CR. So let's see. On the SRD, darn. That's okay. Let's go for monster manual because that's the easiest stuff I have access to. So bandits are super easy to grab. I think they are in the SRD, so they should show up. I can actually pull them open here too. Everything should be put together for them. Yeah. Bandits look kind of cool. "12 AC, 11 hit points." I don't quite want someone who has that many hit points. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I want someone who's tanky, so we're going to have at least one bandit. I do want kind of a thief as well. Scout's a little too strong. I know what a scout is. Scout's a little too strong. We might work on them a little bit. So let's see. Encounters. Uncategorized. First fight. Actually, same as street thugs. Street thugs. Okay. Then from here, I can grab a bandit, drag that in there, put them right there. Let's search for scout, who's in the monster menu. They're pretty tough. It's mostly because they can make 2 attacks per round. They're a little tough for first level, which I think we are going to start at first level. The more I think about it for this campaign. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make a copy of a scout. And I'm going to rename them to Teeth. And I'm going to change their stats. You're going to have 8 HP. Not 68. That's not it. Just 8 HP. They've got a little bit of scrappy leather armor. But I want them to have a dagger instead. Not know the stats for dagger. We're just going to modify him. And for the most part, it's actually just me changing the D6 to a D4. Now it's a dagger. Nice. And he does not have a longbow, so we're going to remove that as well. He also doesn't have multi-attack, so he just has a dagger. He's mostly going to go running up. He's mostly going to gee. But we're mostly going to run this encounter as the party's going to be out here, and a thug is going to, or multiple thugs are going to try and get them to into a fight. Probably what's going to happen, they're going to come walking through here. We'll probably have the party right here. Thugs are going to be here. Or no, the party's going to be here. Thugs are going to be here in the main thing. And a thief's going to come from the north and it's going to try and steal something off of them. So the bandits, they'll be able to handle no problem at all. There's going to be 3 bandits. How strong are bandits? 11 HP. That is probably nice. Some are going to have light crossbows, some are going to have sims. Perfect, no problem. And that's actually no problem at all. What I am going to do is I'm going to give this encounter an inaccurate amount of XP. I'm going to give them 1200 experience. Why? Because this will be the only encounter that the party is at first level for. I like to generally speed up the leveling process quite a bit in the first 3 levels. So the first 3 sessions, after the first 2 sessions, everyone should be 3rd level. And then everything's slow and normal from there on out. But, well, do I want to do that this time? I kind of don't, actually. Never mind. I haven't quite decided how I want to handle XP on this, but I actually do want them to be at 1st, 2nd level for a while. Otherwise, I should just start them at 3rd level. So let's just make it 200, because what we're supposed to do, that does add up the XP that these characters are worth, but it doesn't take into account the fact that there should be a multiplier added in to the XP for how many monsters they're fighting. So in 200, maybe 250 is probably more accurate. At least help them fight it a little bit. So the combat tracker, all I gotta do, go to encounter, street thugs, put it in the combat tracker, and then set them up. So I can have the thief like hiding back here, the thugs out here. No problem, yep, I can hide them from there. The thugs are gonna be just like, yeah, hand over your valuables and shit. And they're gonna go fighting, and then the thief's gonna come in, steal something from them, disengage them, and run somewhere else. And I'll have to probably pick their target smartly. But yeah, 3 thugs should last at least the 1-2 rounds that I need it to. And they'll have to chase down the thief. I'll probably do a skill challenge for that. No problem. But yeah, let's delete all these tokens. Bronmore NPCs, or, actually I want to remove all. Menu. Delete foes from tracker, perfect. So that's all taken care of. Yeah, so the streets will handle nicely. I'll lock that down. Actually, do I even want to put a pin? Let's full screen that. Do I want to put a pin for this? I want this to be smaller, actually, as we start off. Because I can put Bronmore. Yeah. So let's say they're making. Maybe that's so I have good access to it, because I don't have to reveal the pins to the players. So I can put a pin right here, so I know where the encounter is. So let's say Bronmore streets, they're walking through the streets here, and this is where they get ambushed or so. They're coming into town from here or something. I could probably flip that in half to make it line up better, but yeah. And then let's say, let's see, I need to search for I don't know, barracks. Fantasy barracks. Let's go to images, see if I can find something cool. Ooh, there we go. Open image in new tab. How's that look? That looks nice. So that'll be the barracks that they're going to start out in. That's nice. Save image as barracks. I go to Go to images. Let's see. I want a folder for this. So let's see. I'm gonna make a new folder. Nope, no. That's not it. We make new folders here. It is group 1. Okay. Bronmore. Okay. So this stuff, Bronmore specifically, is going to go into the Bronmore tab. Bronmore streets. This is just for my own sorting, so like sort images into the proper shit and stuff. Actually, I'm gonna space in there. That way it sorts to the top. Yeah, so it'll sort to the top above uncategorized. So I know it's in this campaign, and I'm not having to go through all this artwork and crap that I probably won't use too much at all. So we've got Bronmore Streets there, and then we're gonna open up that folder. And we're gonna drag in, actually we're gonna go to downloads. I'm gonna cut and then paste it in there, and then it should automatically, yep, it should automatically generate. And so here are the barracks. Is that how you spell barracks? Google's not auto-correcting me. Let's see if I can get, oh. It is, Google is auto-correcting me. I did not do that right. Okay, so, Anvil Barracks and offices. All right, and with that, I can actually put this on the map so that players will be able to see it. So I'll actually pick one of these specifically off the main road that the anvil make link shareable, so that made the players will be able to actually click on here and open it up. For one, they'll be able to hover over and be like, okay, here's the anvil on the barracks and offices. And I got a picture mostly, so they kind of have the atmosphere and the idea that it's a rundown place for now, and that they know where it is. So we can actually use this map for reference for missions and stuff. So let's say like the street encounters like here or something. They tried to go through here, got caught somewhere around here on their way to the barracks and offices, which is going to fit perfectly. And that's more than enough that I need for the first session. I don't even think I'm gonna do too much. I'm not gonna start the session for at least a few more weeks. So we're actually getting pretty far ahead, which I'd like to do. I'd like to get more ahead because usually I run by the seat of my pants and just put everything together the day before. But I'd like to actually get a good bit set up beforehand. So we've made quite a lot of progress. Bronmore, or sorry, Lowen Van Dorn is going to live at the Anvil Barracks and offices. So he's going to be there, and he's going to be their leading officer. He's going to give them missions or find them for them, contracts and stuff, because they're going to be sort of not quite mercenaries to start out with. They're going to be almost again rat catchers, I suppose, is the best term for them for the beginning. He's going to work on give them missions and stuff. What do I want to do next? What do we want to put together next? I probably need to think, like sleep on what sort of missions I want to give them for their first few levels. They might want to go after these criminals. I might leave on the criminals they fight here in the streets a medallion or some sort of symbol that symbolizes that they're part of some sort of organization, whether it's a proper thieves guild or a gang. It's probably going to be a gang, and that they, yeah, actually, since this is hidden from them, let's put together. Let's see. Let's make it a small gang, not someone who runs the whole town or anything. We might end up making a bunch of gangs, and that might be their initial only operate in this sort of city for like the first level or something, and they're gonna crack down on the gang that is responsible for essentially causing them problems at their offices in their area. That actually sounds like a great idea. I didn't even have to sleep on that at all. We just thought it up and put it together right now. So, what do we want to name this gang? I want to say the old district gang, but that's kind of like on the nose. Gangs generally don't name themselves after where they're from, right? Let's name them something simple but straightforward. Uh, the but see, I don't want to pick anything noble either. Something sort of like bar name wouldn't fit either. Actually, let me go to the name generator. I wonder if they've got gang names. Let's see, fantasy name generator. Nope, that's not it. Name generator. Let me just Google gang name generator. Gang slash clan. Perfect. Same site. Oh, we can pick English and French names. Oh, that's so cool. La Sorte de Nanas. I think we're gonna go with the English one. Oh, the Ice Shark Tooth gang. It's a bit of a mouthful. Thunder Honey Badgers. Oh, these are all great names. I'm literally just gonna make a bunch of gang names right now. So let's see. There is the Thunder. I can just copy and paste this. The Thunder Honey Badgers. What a name. Thunder Honey Badgers. I don't know who they're led by. Uh, the Orange Skeletons. Let's see. Let's see. There's gonna be. Well, do I need too many? Let's just do one for now, because level one, this is who they're gonna deal with. They're gonna deal with this gang. So let's just work on one for now. Let's see. The Thunder Honey Badgers. Who is the leader of the Thunder Honey Badgers? Again, let me go to the name generator. Real names. Welsh names. Reese. Reese Onion. Sounds like a weak, new, up and coming gang leader. And I'm going on in the background working some stuff at the moment. Oh yeah, no problem. You don't need to be active or typing anything. Just chill out, and I'm supposed to be the entertaining one here. Let's see, Reese Onion. He he is the Honey Badgers, Thunder Honey Badgers gang leader. Thunder Honey Badgers gang leader. Let's see. Let's pick some names. Let's pick two names for members of this gang. Owen. Owen Hughes. And let's see. Let's pick a female as well. Donna Reese. No, let's not do Donna Reese. Reese is a very common Welsh name. Webb. With two B's. Okay. Gang member and comma gang. Gag member. Okay. Reese, Owen, and Donna. Okay, so we can actually give some NPCs specific names for that. Have them actually fight them, which would be really cool. I think actually Owen might actually be a dude in this fight. The street thugs. Yeah, I'm actually gonna make a since this is gonna be a set of encounters. I'm actually gonna make a name for the Thunder Honey Badgers. Honey Badgers. I can't. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's supposed to be you. That's why. Thunder Honey Badgers. Categorize so street thugs are going to go to Thunder Honey Badgers instead. As this is opened up, one of them. I'm actually going to pull. Oh, can I put another one? Put one here. Oh, duh. And one of them is named Owen. Perfect. And then that way, when I put him in the combat tracker, one's actually going to be named Owen. One's going to be a thief. One's going to be a bandit. So they're going to actually have their names and be. So I won't forget their names in combat, and they're going to see that their names, that they have names and stuff. That's super cool. And we actually might even give Owen. Nah, he'll be a regular bandit. He'll just have a name. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Donna will probably won't be that thief. Might be a thief that shows up later or something. I'm thinking. Then Reese Onion is probably a full-on thug, which is a stronger character for sure. 32 elven stuff is definitely going to be a rough fight for them first level. Might change his portrait, but it's not the biggest deal right now, of course. Let's see, where do we want to move from here? So let's pick where their hideout is. Actually, do I have a map for their hideout? I just might. Let's go to pictures, my D&D stuff, and my maps. Okay, so I might not have the perfect image for them. Now, let's see, is there anything better in town? Actually, I want houses and inns, right? My house and inn folder. We're going to sort through here. That doesn't seem like a good hideout. That's a little too fancy for them. That's too big, fancy for them. Doesn't seem to fit the city. I don't think I have something that fits. I've used this recently. I actually used this in the last campaign, so I won't pull this out again. Well, that one might actually work. But let's go to Google. D&D hideout. We're just going to do a Google image search. And most of these places are too big for what, let's see. Gang hideout, maybe that'll help. I'm not getting a whole lot of good hits. I should steal like the gang hideout loadout from RuneScape, or floor plan from RuneScape, but I'd probably have to put it all together myself, which would be pretty boring. Bug hideout? I'm probably not gonna get much more. No. D&D house. And I do city house. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Mostly, I guess I should show some of this as I'm sort of searching. That way it's not super boring. How does that look? That's like the second floor here. Yeah. Get a little bit of couch and something. That doesn't seem too bad. I will have a new tab. Save image as honey badger hideout. There we go. Close out that, close out that. It's all saved. Gotta pull up images, get it into the Bronmore maps again. So folder, download, cut, and paste. All right, so the honey badger hideout is looking nice. Let's get a grid set up. So I keep middle mouse clicking to try and move around, but 55 a good grid thing? Yeah, it does look like it. 55 almost works. Let's redo this. Let's do see if we can get that there. 60. Ooh, 60 fits, but not as nicely as I would like. See, 55 is close, but not quite enough. This is one of the more tedious parts. Do 58. 60 kind of fits. 60 kind of fits. Problem is down here, when we get to this level, it's off kind of by enough. That's actually set grid. We'll set it like this. 45. Yeah, it's not lining up as well. 45 wasn't enough. 50 is not enough either, I don't think. Or not, 50 is probably too much. Oh, well. You know what? I think 50 just might work. What I gotta do is I think I gotta maybe put it in the right spot. So 50 fills this out okay. But up here it's wonky. No, that's not what I want. See if I can get 50 right here. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be wonky. Set grid 50. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't think we're gonna find a nice, easy set here where we can put this together. Yeah, we're just gonna line up with not only the stairs, but the front door and all this stuff. I'm just gonna pick right here. I'll leave it at that. Actually, that actually fits for the stairs pretty damn well. Okay. So yeah, whatever else is good, this is gonna let's be. Whatever else gets messed up, whatever. By that, so they go up the stairs for nice and easily. They actually come out of the door, kind of okay as they put their tokens and stuff there. That's the honey badger hideout. And where do we want to put that? So there's the encounter. This is their new office and stuff. And the honey badger hideout, I think, is going to be rather close to them. Honey badger hideout is going to be down probably right there, right next to that Bronmore. So between them and their offices, between the gate and the offices, is the honey badger hideout. Beautiful, beautiful. And let's put together the encounter when they go to attack the honey badger hideout. Actually, can I use the street thing multiple times? I probably can. I probably have some street encounters down here. So we can use that for a second encounter for them to get information to find the honey badger hideout. And the actual honey badger hideout, what encounter do we want here? For first level characters, I gotta balance this a little smarter. So NPCs, we'll lock that down again. Close that up. Thunder Badger's hideout. Okay. Thunder Badger's hideout is going to have thugs. Three thugs, which is actually a much more difficult encounter than that first one. It's actually CR2. That's a pretty tough fight. Oh no, I put thugs in. Duh, because I'm an idiot. There's gonna be one thug. His name, I forgot his name already. Reese Onion. Reese Onion. So that obviously, if they just fought him, no problem at all. But we want bandits. We want regular looking bandits, and we want, I'd say, four of them probably. That makes it a nice, tougher encounter. So Reese is going to be upstairs. You're gonna start upstairs during this fight. Let's make this 350 because of the numbers and stuff. But yeah, just for sanity's sake. Nope, I gotta clear all these guys out. Put these guys in, grab them all. So Reese Onion is gonna be chilling upstairs. They're not gonna know where he's at, but there's gonna be bandits on the first floor. Couple chilling on the couch. One right in here that might hear them as they come in, depending on whether they're loud or quiet. And then one on the shitter right here in the bathroom. There's gonna be four that come out. They're gonna have this like close quarters sort of fight in this cramped room. Yeah, the reason why I'd like this to be a bit smoother with the grid and stuff is because it's really cramped in here. Because it's really only like 9-ish squares that feel okay to kind of stand in here. It's kind of rough for melee combat since it's not smooth up against the walls and things. And coming down the hallway at an angle, like wonky. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good encounter. I'm gonna have to make another one as well. See, they're just regular street thugs at first, and there's Thunder Badger thugs. I think there's gonna be at least one more encounter before that. And the thief gonna make a show again, or a different thief at the very least. And I want to give him a hand crossbow. Not really. So what do we want to call this one? Honey Badger Revenge. Honey Badger Revenge. Did I spell Badger right? That's not that important. Actually, one of these is going to be called Lady. What's the lady's name again? Give you her Donna Webb. These are CR. Okay, that's not bad. They're still set as CR one half, which is more than this little thief since I changed the stats for it is. But that's okay. That is no problem at all. So you've got the initial encounter, Street Thugs. I'm actually going to put a space in there so I know that's first. Any Badger's Revenge, and then the Thunder Badger's Hideout. And then let's see, of all the loot, let's just do everything we need to get them from first to the final level. Quests. Let's make the quest. Remove the gang around the Anvil offices. operating around the anvil. This is why do I capital? Why is too much stuff? Ganger. Still can't spell to save my life. And how much experience? Well, depending on what the size of the. Actually, we'll copy. We'll put that in the description. Remove the gang operating around the anvil offices. Thunder, honey. Thunder honey badge is the name of the thing. CR1. We're gonna give them nice. I don't know, 600 experience. Whatever, however many players we have, this mission will get them to level 1. No problem. So we'll change the XP for whatever that needs to be. Remove the gang operating around the anvil offices. Nice. I don't think I need to go into extra detail for that, actually. I might just make it 1,000. Just to guarantee, I'm not quite sure what the stats. So each character needs 300 experience to level up to level 2. If there's 4 guys, I need 1,200 total. And if there's 5, let's see all the encounters. Say they fight all the encounters. I give them all their XP. So it's 500 plus 350. Might even make that 400. Just for simplicity's sake. So that's 500 plus 4, and that's 900. So I only need to give them 300 more if there's only 4 of them. And they'll all be exactly level 3. Beautiful. Pretty straightforward stuff. They're gonna have the initial fight because they're just gonna they're gonna try and mug them. Is what's gonna happen. And it might not even be a fight. You know, if the players want to run that right, they can just knock them down a peg, try and intimidate them, because obviously they're going to be better armed and armored for the most part. But what I want to do is make a parcel right here for items they're going to find in their bodies. So there's going to be like weapons and stuff. We're not going to put all that there. We're not going to put all the loot and shit on top of. Let's see. I'm not going to put all the loot on here, but some important, some notable stuff. Images. I want items. There we go. So one of them's probably going to have an acid vial on them. Is there a medallion? Yes, there is. Is there a badge? There's a regular, normal ass medallion, which I'm going to change. It's worth 1 gold piece. Bronze medallion. Actually, let's make them 5 GP. This is actually their real loot that they're gonna get. Elite 5 GP off these guys. So each of them is gonna carry this medallion badge of a badger and bolts of lightning. So yeah, each of them are going to have this on. It's going to be worth 5 GP. So they're going to have some stuff to get them some money from this. One of them's going to have an acid vial because that's just cool level 1 loot and shit for them. Let me actually... These 5e tools completely down. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so I just got to kind of go from memory on what sort of stuff I'm looking for. The PHP stuff. So there is some basic stuff here. Alchemist Fire is nice. Some barbarians would be nice for them to have. I might not give all this loot. This is just stuff for me to have and just hey, we loot the bodies. What do we find and stuff? Yeah, 5e tools is completely down. They find an elephant. Yeah. See, emblems are yeah, just about the same value. Okay. A donkey or mule? That's weird. There's not going to be any magical dudes doing anything. I can give them chalk. That'd be funny. Okay, yeah. For the most part, this is most of the stuff is unnecessary. Ooh, a blowgun would be nice to give one of them as a weapon because it's not very useful and strong, but it's kind of cool because we rarely ever see blowguns. These are like fairly cool stuff. Are there any potions in the DD player handbook? There's just a regular potion of healing. And I wish the 5e tools thing was up. That because there's some like mundane magic items that'd be cool to like hand out or something. I guess I'm gonna go to Don John. 5e magic items. Let's just find common shit to pick through. So we've got some cool, actually like useful stuff. Um, Walloping ammunition. I know walloping ammunition is generally like if you give a sling bullet, it's a walloping sling bullet, and it's supposed to do non-lethal damage, so it can knock people out. Bead of refreshment. It doesn't explain. I don't even know if I have most of the stuff in the in the items. String spread in Winterlands. Yeah, I don't have a lot of that cool mundane common stuff. We'll have to copy and paste this over, I think. Veterans came. Okay, I gotta remember that for a guy. What is it? Lowen. Lowen's got a veterans cane. I know what a veteran's cane is. It doesn't. It's not gonna say here, but a veteran's cane is like a cane. It looks like a normal cane, acts like a normal cane, but it has a sword in it. So that's definitely gonna be his thing. A pole of angling. I just gotta search this stuff. Pole of angling. Really? Will 5e tools show up? It's the first thing that shows up. Xanathar's Guide to Everything. When you speak of man transform into a fish pole with a hook, a line, or a reel. Speaking of him, we're gonna change. Okay, yeah, we're definitely giving him a pole of angling. That sounds so cool. So we're gonna create an item because I gotta create this from scratch. A pool of angling. Wooden stick. Let me pull this over to the side so I can copy and paste it much easier. Pool of only 10-foot pool. And long wooden pool. I need a dash in here. I'm gonna equal the dash. So non-ID name. So when I have it hidden like this, I have not identified a 10-foot long. It'll only show the 10-foot long wooden pool. And it shouldn't say all that cool stuff there. Let's see, does it give stats? I don't see stats for weight. It's gonna be, I don't know, 5 pounds. 50 GP. Let's see. Can I change my view to player view? I think I can. Set up now. I have to do some fancy stuff, I think, to get myself to look like a player. But I think if I put it in the party sheet, inventory right here, nice. I see it as a pool of angling, obviously, because I'm the DM. I need to know that. Oh well, we'll figure it out later. Actually, I need to change that A to a capital A. Sningling. Seems like cool, interesting piece of island. Well, there's other stuff too. That'd be really cool. Like charlatans die. Sounds exactly like the thing these sort of folk would have. Whenever you roll a six-sided die, you control which number it rolls. Might be a bit powerful for them, or they might try and use that too much to their maybe not advantage. Like obviously I wouldn't let them get like crazy weird stuff, but it would detract probably from uh, actually playing the game. Instead, they just want to trick people into stealing their money. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Just the one pool of angling. Actually, what does 10 foot actually look like normally? It is 7. Okay, well, I'm going to change that exactly. Wish I could put like fake stats and stuff otherwise in here. A 10-foot pool is so simple. Yeah, I don't know if the cost is hidden from them. Well, it's not identified, so let's just put 5 CP here for now. And I hope this the description stuff disappears as well. Okay, good. Yeah, nice little I don't want this here. Confirm delete. Leave it locked. Is there gonna be any cash on them? Yeah, let's give them might have them roll for it. Let's give them 66 gold. 230 silver. And 441 copper. Just random numbers. They still actually, yeah, 66 doesn't seem too bad for a first level party. And that'll be their pay. So specifically the quest, the Thunder Honey badges, the Thunny Hunter badges, whatever it is. They're supposed to remove the gang operating around the Anvil offices. So specifically, shit, I keep forgetting his name. I just made him today. I don't know why it's bothering me so much that I forget his name, but Lowen Van Dorn. Let's see. He is the chief of ANVIL operations. in Bronmore. Once the party to remove the gang operating around the Anvil offices. Lowen Van Dorn, the chief of Anvil operations in Bronmore, wants the party to remove the gang operating around the Anvil offices. That's not bad at all. And you know what? I think that's quite a lot of work for one session, if I do say so myself. That's probably where we're gonna wrap it up here. I made a lot more progress, and I'm always surprised by how much progress I put together every time I plan anything. And for 2 hours, that was damn good. So I appreciate anyone who stopped by to hang out and listen to my babbling and stuff, having put this together. I think we'll do this again probably next week, if not sooner.